right, so let's get comfortable in our space. Feel free to be laying down or seated. You might close your eyes. And as you're settling in, feel free to bring any movement to your body if that helps settle the body. And welcoming yourself to your practice. Dropping into your body and noticing how you're feeling today, how you're showing up. Your mind, your breath, your body. Feeling your body connected to the ground. Whether it's your seat, your spine, the back of your head, whatever it is that's touching the ground right now, your feet. Really bringing your awareness to those connections. And then back to the breath, checking in with your breath. And notice how your breath responds, how you respond when you bring awareness to your breath. And start to lengthen the inhale, lengthen the exhale. And today we can practice a breathing practice, pranayama, that just enables us to tap into the parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest. So perhaps we do an inhale for 4, and take a pause, and then a long, slow exhale, maybe doubling that. And of course, if doubling feels too long, you can shorten it. I'll count it out 1 or 2 times, and then you can take it off on your own count. Let's just start with a full deep breath in through the nose. Nice long breath out. And inhaling for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. And we pause. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and we pause. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just moving on your own. Just do a couple more rounds. maybe one more cycle. And as you're ready, coming back to your natural breath, just noticing, being in this moment. And then let's practice a little gratitude. Maybe looking into your day ahead, something that you're really truly looking forward to, grateful that it's there, whether it's the sun, being a part of it, whatever it might be. And setting an intention for a practice, planting that seed. And then I want to offer us to do a little bit of tapping. So perhaps we start seated, just coming to a comfortable seat. And just taking your time to get there. Of course, you don't have to be seated for it, but sometimes it's easier. And we don't have to go through a formal practice. I just love the repetitive, just having this in our toolbox. So you might want to just think about something that might be maybe bothering you, something you're kind of wrestling with. And as we do that, we're going to tap on the outside with the other hand, outside of whatever hand it is dominant for you. So by the pinky down to the wrist, and just thinking about whatever it is. We actually want to fire up the amygdala and just get that thought going of something you might be wrestling with. Maybe it's causing a little anxiety. Take my glasses off. Nice. And then we're going to tap right on that inner crease from the eyebrow on the side of the nose. You can do it with one, maybe your two fingers on one side. You can do it with both sets of fingers on both sides. It doesn't matter. We're just tapping into these meridians. And as we're tapping, just noticing that right now we're in a safe place. And then tapping at the corner of your eyes, one or two hands, the outside corner of your eyes. Noticing your breath, tapping underneath the nose. And then tapping right in the chin area, right under the lower lip. And then tapping at the chest, one or two hands, it doesn't matter. Knowing that right now you're in a safe place. And then underneath the opposite arm, tapping right around your bra area, the side body. That this might be happening. And we still love and accept ourselves. Let's just go through it one more. Oh, top of the head, sorry. Top of the head. And we'll go through one more round. Right at the inner, the eyebrow, one or two sides. outside the corner of the eyes, underneath the nose, underneath the bottom lip, chin, at the chest. And then underneath your arm, doesn't matter which arm. Beautiful. And then just taking a moment, making sure you're in a comfortable position. The beauty of tapping is there's no right or wrong way to do it. If you're driving and you're feeling something, you can even just do it wherever if you have one hand available. It doesn't have to be a formal action of how it's taught. There's still benefit as we tap through the meridians and release. Yeah. And so from here, let's just move our body, maybe just circling, breathing. And reversing our circle. Bring up to a nice tall spine. We will need a strap later when we're standing, so I'm just throwing that out there now. Sweeping the arms all the way up. Nice full breath in. Palms come together at the heart space. Let's do that again. Nice full breath in. Beautiful. Hands to the heart. Just interlace the fingers, press the palms away. Really open up the shoulder blades here. On the next inhale, you might reach your hands up to the sky, releasing the fingers and just letting them circle down. Beautiful. Let's bring some movement into our shoulders. We'll do a few things with our shoulders today. And then we can open up the side body here. Right arm reaches over. Beautiful. Let's take that to the opposite side. And then we can come back to center. Let's send the legs nice and wide. Here we're going to do a little bit with immobilizing the hip, a little movement with the hip. Hands can be behind, so you can support yourself here. And right here, let's draw the right foot in so that right knee is up. And we're going to lift the right toes. And then we're going to perhaps lift the whole leg. So my heel is about 1 or 2 inches off the ground. Then the heel comes down and the toes come down. Let's do that again a couple times. So this is a really nice, more passive squat, warming up, mobilizing. Just doing this several times. And then the next time your whole foot is flat on the ground, we're going to bring this knee down off to your left. So bring that to your left and right hand towards the left foot. Big stretch here. Beautiful. Let's bring it back. So we'll lift that knee back up and we're going to switch it out. Left foot comes in. And right leg is long, lifting the toes, perhaps lifting the foot, bringing the heel down and the toes down. We'll just do that a few times. Notice what you're feeling in your hip. Notice muscles that are being activated. Do this one more time. Beautiful. Next time your foot is down, option to bring that knee down inward. And then bringing your arm across to your leg if that feels doable. Nice big stretch. Beautiful. We'll come back to our center. Let's bring both knees up. Feet are nice and wide. And we'll just let the knees rock side to side. And then from here, again, kind of swing it around and come down on our spine. Lower the screen a bit. Let's draw the right knee in. You could hold on top of the knee or behind the knee. Left leg is long. Shoulders wide. Beautiful. Releasing that leg. Let's press that right foot up to the sky, maybe flexing. And then we're going to slowly lower down with control. Lovely. And then we'll draw the left knee in. Again, you can hold the knee, hold behind the knee. And releasing that hold, sending the left foot to the sky. Shoulders wide. And we're going to slowly, slowly, with control, release the left leg down. Beautiful. Let's bring a bend to our knees. Just come into some pelvic tilts. Nice. And then releasing that, feeling the spine connected to the ground. We can lift up the knees. So the legs are in that 90-degree angle, hands to the sky. And reaching the left arm back and either tapping down the right toes or lengthening the leg, whichever feels most appropriate for you today. And then we draw it back in. And then switching sides. Again, moving slowly with control. Core is engaged. Maybe one more set. Beautiful. And with the knees still where they were, hands right on the thighs, lower back pressing into the ground as we gently press into our legs. Core feels braced, shoulders wide. Beautiful. Let's soften that. You might hug the knees in, rock side to side. Let out a ah. Nice. We'll do one more for the core. Let's send the left leg long, right leg to the sky. Maybe the left leg is floating. Arms can be on either side of that right leg. And we're just going to switch. And then we switch. And then we'll switch. And we switch. Beautiful. Both feet to the sky. Let's take a straddle. Hands can be, the elbows can be on the ground where your hands are supporting the outside of your legs, or maybe they're on the inside. Just feeling into this stretch. You might circle your ankles, wiggle your toes. Sometimes these seated stretches are not available, and it's just a really, I find, a sweet way to come to them. Nice. And then we can draw the knees in, and then we're going to find our way up right into tabletop. So however you'd like to get there. And again, maybe if you do have a strap, just having that nearby. Let's just come to some cat-cows. Full breath in, heart reaches forward. Exhale, rounding. Moving with your breath, your pace. Beautiful. Let's find that long spine and extend the right leg long. Right away, let's check in with our belly. Make sure our core is engaged. So the lower back is not falling, the belly is not falling. The glutes engaged, and you might reach that left arm out. Feel like you're lifting your right leg with your glute and that hamstring, that you're lifting that up to the sky. Beautiful. Coming back to our tabletop. Any spinal movement, we'll take that to the opposite side. Left leg goes long. Once again, you might use your hand just to get that feedback from your belly. The core is engaged, and then option to reach the right arm out. Beautiful. Again, coming back into our tabletop, maybe a little barrel roll side to side. And reversing. Nice. And from here, let's step the right foot forward. You're going to come into a low lunge. You might climb your way up, however you'd like to get there. You might want to pad your left knee. And then perhaps bringing your hands, your fingertips behind the head, elbows are out wide. And then just a little bit of a turn towards your right. Beautiful. And then coming back to center. And again, a little turn towards the right. And coming back to center. Hands to the sky. And then we can send the hips back, half splits, lengthening the right leg, hinging at the hips. Long spine here, so we're not pulling on that tissue in the lower back. Beautiful. Let's come forward to low lunge, planting the left hand, right arm to the sky. Maybe circling the right arm. So let's bring that right hand down. Now to switch sides, find your journey. You might go into tabletop and then bring the left foot forward, or you might take it through plank pose. So maybe lifting the left knee, maybe stepping back with the right foot. Or again, you can take it through table and bring your left foot forward. Let's all meet up in low lunge with the left foot forward. And come on up. Once again, fingertips behind the head or maybe out at the side, whatever feels best in your shoulders here. And just notice your body in this form, in this shape. Notice your core. Feel as if you're kind of zipping up the rib cage and then turning a bit towards your left. And just noticing the difference of the two sides. I have much less mobility on this side. And then coming back to center. We might do that 2 more times. So we've got balance, we've got strength. Take that one more time. Beautiful. And then we can send the hips back, lengthening the left leg. Hands can come to blocks. Beautiful. Coming forward into that low lunge, planting the right hand, left arm to the sky. Maybe circling the left arm. Beautiful. Let's plant the left hand. Send the left knee back. And let's find our plank pose. So the knees can be down or the knees can be up. Beautiful. Let's drop the left knee and we're going to come, right leg is long, and maybe bringing the right hand to the sky. And another option here is bringing your right hand to the back of your head. And another option is staying there or lengthening both legs inside plank. You can stay right here or another thoracic move. So bringing that right elbow down towards the ground just a little bit and opening up. Let's take a couple of those. Beautiful. Releasing the right hand down. Come back to plank, knees up or down. And once again, we'll take this now to the other side. So you can bring that right knee down. Maybe stacking the shoulders here or bringing your left hand behind the head. And we can do that movement, left elbow down towards the ground with your right knee down. You can lengthen the right leg. Make this your own. Beautiful. Bringing both hands down. Let's bring the knees down. Send the hips back, child's pose. Let's walk our hands off to the right. Beautiful. And walking our hands to the left. Come back to center. And then from here, option 2, let's roll the back up, rounding through the spine, sending the hips forward, a little bit of an up dog if that feels comfortable for you. You can come down on your belly or stay lifted. And then sending the hips back. Let's take that rolling movement, maybe 2 more times. Just really fluid. Blur the edges, make it soft, make it feel nourishing. Nice. Eventually meeting up in our tabletop, tucking the toes, and we'll find downward facing dog, pedaling it out. Beautiful. Option to sweep the left foot up to the sky. You might open the hip, bend the knee, anything that feels good here. And then we can square the hips. We're going to step that left foot forward. It might be a step, step, step. You might use your left hand to help it up front, however you want to get there. Let's lift the back foot, so putting it on the 90-degree angle. Left knee is bent. And you can climb your way up. You can cartwheel up, however you'd like to come into Warrior Two. Beautiful. Let's take some movement, lengthening the left leg, hands to the sky, and we'll rest it down. Take that 2 more times. Beautiful. Let's lengthen the left knee, reach the left arm up, reverse triangle. Oh, you just reminded me about triangle, so let's do a version of that that makes us feel good. So bringing your left hand maybe to your thigh, maybe to your knee, right hand to your hip, and start to open up that right shoulder. Engage the core, really get in touch with your core here. You can stay nice and high here. I'm getting a really good stretch. Notice how this feels for you. Beautiful. Let's bend into the left knee. We're going to bring our hands out in front, interlacing our fingers. We're going to lengthen through the left leg. And I'm going to bend into my right knee, but I just shifted my foot. So it's kind of the toes are pointing out more. So you always want your leg to go into the same direction. So my hands are out, hips go back, and then let's come up. Beautiful. We're going to take that right back into our Warrior Two. Let's just try that again. We come up, hands come together. I'm going to shift my right toes so they're pointing back a bit. Hips go back. This is not a squat. And then open it back up. Beautiful. If you have a block nearby, you might want to grab that. I'm going to press off with my right foot and find half moon. So left hand can come to your block. Maybe that right leg lifts up. Maybe find some length in the left leg. Start to open the heart here. Your right hand can be at your hip. It could be at the sky. Find what serves you. Cores engaged. Beautiful. Let's start to soften into that left knee. We're going to bring the right foot down. Open that left foot out forward. I'm also going to kind of bring my right foot in and hands to the sky, Warrior One. Beautiful. A little press off here. Maybe we float into a one-legged stance, lifting the right knee. Maybe hands come to the sky. Might open it up into cactus. Let's do that one more time, sweeping them up. Beautiful. And then we'll bring everything down. Lovely. Let's sweep the arms all the way up. On the exhale, we'll take a fold. We can bend the knees generously, finding a half lift and softening down. Let's step it back to downward facing dog. And we'll pedal it out. Beautiful. Option 2, sweep the right foot up to the sky. You might bend that right knee, you might open the hip, roll your ankle. And then squaring the hips. We're going to step that foot forward, so we're going to shift the shoulders over the wrists as we bring that right foot down. And again, you could help it along. We'll drop the left heel, and you can press and climb your way up. You can cartwheel up. Warrior 2, soft shoulders, strong body. Let's lengthen the right leg, sweeping the arms up. And back to warrior 2. We'll take that 2 more times. Beautiful. Lengthening the right leg. Let's reach the right arm up, reverse triangle. Nice. Bringing your right hand to your thigh or your knee. Start to open up the body, but always make sure we're connected to our core. The minute you start to lose that, come up more. Left hand could be at your hip. It could be out. I agree. I really do like it at the hip. And just feel that connection with your mid body here. Beautiful. Let's press on up. Use our core to come up. I'm going to soften into the right knee. I'm going to bring my hands out in front. I'm going to kind of swap my feet around, sending my left foot. The toes are going to come more to the back as I send my hips back. And then come back into warrior 2. Just moving like this, just moving your feet so your ankles, your knees, all in line with our hips. I'll take one more of these more interesting moves. Eventually meeting back into our warrior 2. Looking for our block as we're going to come into half moon on the other side. So a little push off of that left foot. Start to open up the front body. Left toes are facing forward. Left hand could be at your hip. It could be at the sky. Core's engaged. Beautiful. As you are ready, we're going to end up back in warrior 1, or not back in warrior 1. So I'm going to bend into my right knee. Right knee's facing forward. Bring that left foot down. Toes are kind of on a 45-degree angle. And you might lift up the arms, soften the shoulders. And then again, we'll play with some balance. So pressing off of that left foot. One leg, lifting the left knee, finding length. You might bring the arms to the sky, maybe cactusing. And do that sequence 1 or 2 more times. Yeah. Beautiful. Let's bring both feet down. Free to shake it out. Yeah, let's do a little bit of twisting. Little, wow. Nice. And then if you do have a strap, you may take hold of that. It could be a band, it could be a bathrobe tie, it could be a necktie. And so I'm going to take it in my right hand. We're going to work a little bit with the shoulders. Right hand, I'm going to drop that strap down, bend into my right elbow. And I'm going to reach back with my left hand and take hold of the strap with a little bit of isometrics here. So I'm just feeling like I'm pulling my hands apart. So activating the rotator cuff, the muscles around it. Beautiful. Now, if you want, you might send your right leg back, and you can stay lifted here, or maybe taking yourself into a warrior 3. And then slowly coming back up. Beautiful. Then we're going to take the arms down. We're going to switch it out. Left hand to the sky, bend the elbow, reach back, take hold of the strap, that isometric, you're pulling your hands apart gently. You can stay right here. Or option, once again, sweeping the left foot back. And maybe finding a warrior 3 on this side. Slowly coming on up. Beautiful. Let's release the strap. We're going to bring it down for a moment, bringing your feet about hip width distance. And we're going to take a hinge here. Let's bring the arms out to the sides. And we're going to pretend we're going into that cow face, as it's called, movement. So again, I'm going to bend into my right elbow. My hand is back by my neck. And then my left hand is right in the middle of my spine. You can have a soft knee here, cores engaged, and we're going to switch it out in this position. So arms come back out. This time I'm bending into my left elbow and my right hand reaches up for my left hand. Arms go wide. And so now we're just flowing like a swimming motion of coming in and out of that pose, that shape. Really, really nice for the rotator cuff. And last one. Beautiful. Let's bring the arms out, cores engaged. I'm going to press into the earth. Stand up tall, hands to the sky, and then hands to the heart center. Beautiful. From here, let's go wide on our mat. You can have the toes nice and wide. Maybe your hands are on your hips, spine's nice and long. We're just going to drop down, knees come out, and then we press into the earth and come on up. Let's just keep our awareness really in our lower body here. Feel the strength, our legs. Maybe getting in touch with the inner thighs, the adductors as we press up. Do that one more time. Press up. Beautiful. Let's send the toes forward, heels back. We'll take a fold here. Cores engaged. Hands to the heart. And really check in with your core here that we're not arching our back in any way. We are supporting the lower back. Maybe sending the arms out again. Feel the strength of your lower body here. Beautiful. And then bringing your hands to something. Maybe it's the ground. Maybe it's blocks. You might stay lifted here with your arms long and the crown of your head reaching forward. Or you might take this as a fold. Do what feels good in your body. Beautiful, lengthening through the arms. Let's bring the right hand up to the sky. You might follow with your gaze. Right hand comes down, left hand to the sky. Beautiful. Left hand comes down. Taking the toes, we're going to let them come out again. And we're just going to bend into each side. Now, again, feel free to have some blocks. If you want to stay very lifted here, you can do that. Keeping the hips back. You can lower down. Go again. Radiant. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Let's send the toes forward. Hands to the hips, really drawing that energy up through the inner thigh, squeezing into the glutes. We're going to come on up. Beautiful. Toes come out. Let's sink back down, arms out in front, and we'll just follow our thumbs in that infinity. And then take it the opposite direction, following your pinkies. Nice. Come back to center. Press into the earth. Grow tall. 5-pointed star. Take up space. Nice. Bringing the arms down. Let's look to the front of our mat. And we'll step our feet together. And finding Tadasana, our standing foundation pose. Shoulders down, away from the ears, nice and wide. We don't want to pull them back. We want them down and out. Then we start compressing the upper back, right? Cores engaged, feet on the ground. Nice. Let's sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, take a fold. You can bend your knees as much as you like. Let's lengthen the spine. Beautiful. Soften down. We'll step it back once again to plank pose. Knees up or down, you choose. And then softening down to our belly. Maybe the knees come first. Beautiful. And then from here, option to bring your hands, maybe they're touching your forehead, your elbows are bent, and lifting up. Lifting up the head, and keep the chin tucked. Beautiful. And then bringing the arms around back, thumbs point to the sky, maybe the legs lift. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Let's soften everything down. You might rest your chin on your left hand as we're going to just take a quad stretch. You can bend into your right knee. You might catch it with your right hand. You might not. You can always use a strap. And then switching sides, reaching back, maybe catching your left foot or using a strap there. And releasing that. And bend your knees, let the feet just sway. And letting the feet come back down. Take a moment, take a breath. Slide the hands beside the chest. And once again, press it back to child's pose. Maybe the knees are wide. Maybe the knees are together. Notice what your body wants right now. then from here, just lifting the hips so they're stacked over the knees. You might stay with your forearms on the ground or take this more deeper if that feels okay, if that feels safe in your body. Maybe bringing the palms together in prayer above your head, or the head touching the ground, or the head could be on a block or a blanket. Beautiful. Releasing the hands. We'll slowly come on up and find our way onto our backs, our spines. Bring our right leg off to the right, crossing your left leg over. You might reach your arms back behind you, taking hold of your left arm. Opening up the left hip, rib cage, intercostals. Full side body stretch. Nice. Switching sides, left leg off to the left. Crossing your right leg over that left ankle. You may bring your head a little bit to the left. Maybe hands behind you, holding your right wrist. Nice. Releasing the hands, bringing the spine back to center, uncrossing the legs. And come into our reclined pigeon, right ankle to the left thigh. You might stay right here or draw the legs in. Breathing in, breathing out. Sending your breath to any area of strong sensation, your hip, glute. So we're going to switch sides, left ankle to the right thigh. Again, you can stay here or draw the legs in, flexing your left foot. Breathing into any strong sensations. Nice, bringing that right foot down, uncrossing the legs. Maybe some windshield wipers again. And check in with your body. Is there any shape, any stretch that you'd like to take? Extend your feet up to the sky, candlestick, happy baby. Nice. And as you're ready, finding your way to your Shavasana, whatever that looks like for you today. Using any supports, any comfort. Inviting your whole body to just melt right now into the ground, taking up space. Feeling your body being breathed. and just be. I invite you to come back to your body. Your breath. Maybe taking a full breath in through the nose. Let it go, sigh it out. Offering any movement in your body. If it serves you, rolling to one side or the other. Dropping in this experience in your moment. And slowly coming up to a comfortable seated position. I invite you to close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Perhaps bringing your hands to your heart space, offering yourself love, compassion, and so much gratitude for taking this time for you and sharing your practice with us. The light in me honors the light in you. I hope you have a beautiful day today. Namaste. Thank you. As always,
you.
I'm sorry about the barking.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
It's hilarious.
Oh, yes, he is.
Thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy the
Thank you.
sunshine and enjoy
Thank
your
you,
trip,
Cynthia.
Leslie.
Thank
Hope
you.
it's
Have a good
wonderful.
trip. Have a good visit with your father.
Yeah, enjoy
Thank
your
you,
father.
Jen.
That's
Enjoy,
wonderful.
Oh, hey, Ellen.
Sure. God bless.
Be well.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.